Rising of the Shield Hero, Volume 6, Chapter 116. We've got a new volume, which means new cover art, and new pretty girls to look at. Well, one, maybe two. Who's that in the back? Is that Fido? I can't tell, but we got some salmon-haired chick, and she's interesting. Blue Sand Sound. I summoned Raphtalia, Fido, and Fido. It was Fido, right? Different translator, I guess. I'm going to keep saying Fido. Summon Raphtalia, Fido, and Rishia to conduct an experiment. I have plans to train and study magic after this, but for now we have free time, so there's no problem. What's wrong, Nofumi-sama? I have a favor to ask of you, Raphtalia. I opened Raphtalia's slave menu and unchecked the restriction preventing her from attacking me. If I didn't remove it, the seal crest would activate before I could experiment and cause Raphtalia pain. I want to test the defense of the strength and shield. I give you permission, so please strike at me. Okay. Please start with your bare hands. Don't hold back. I understand. Hesitantly, but with power, Raphtalia hit me with her fist, aiming for my chest. It made a good sound. However, it didn't even have the pain of a mosquito bite. Is this the extent of Raphtalia's fist? What would happen if I was stabbed with a sword? It seems foolish even to me, but even though I think it's unpleasant to get hurt, I wanted to see how many attacks I could handle. Next is a sword. Is that alright? Rishia inquires timidly. I understand her feelings. From an ordinary person's point of view, I can only be seen as a weirdo. I'm testing to see how much I can endure. I want to think that if I can withstand attacks of Raphtalia's class, then it will be fine for the time being. There's no such thing as having too much defensive power. Then here I come. Raphtalia faced me holding not her usual weapon, but an iron sword. I understood it as going somewhat easy on me. With a loud clang, Raphtalia's attack hit me on the shoulder and stopped. It's tough. Raphtalia responded tearfully, while silently letting the iron sword drop and shaking out of her hand. Oh, I didn't receive any damage at all. This is amazing. It feels as if I have a body made of steel, although it still feels fleshy when you touch it, just like before. Looking at it closely, don't I have more muscles than when compared to before I came to this world? I think that including the level compensation, it's become a suitably fit body to fight with. Well, we haven't had much of a break in fighting for the past 4 months. In the past, you wouldn't think that so much physical strength would be expended between walking and riding the carriage. It came to compare to when I was an otaku. Let Fido do it too! Sure. Yay! I released Fido's monster crest as well. In terms of power, if I can defend against Fido's attack, I can say that I have considerable defense. It's like the self-assurance. Okay, I'm coming! Turning into her monster form, Fido stood before me and lifted her foot back in order to kick me. Creak, creak, creak. Tense. Hey. The sound of muscles contracting could be heard from Fido's leg. That past experiences told me that was dangerous. What? Stop. Yeah! I prepare my shield at once. After a loud roar, together with a strong vibration, my body lifted. I flew with the impact from the whole body. Are you trying to kill me? If I didn't prepare, wouldn't that have gone right through me? What is this? When I was about to complain, I glanced back at Fido, who started to giggle. For a moment, I felt like frowning. Wow, Master's very sturdy. What the hell was that kick just now? Well, in a real fight, I always save some strength when I kick, so I won't be exposed. Fido's serious kick, huh? She's totally not going easy on me. The strength I put in would be enough to split that spear guy in two. I pity Moriyasu. If he was kicked with this much power, his life would be over. I kind of want to see that. If it was Master from before, you might have flown all the way to the horizon. You should think more about your actions before you do them. Really, it's enough to kill. A kick that sends you flying all the way to the horizon. I mean, what the hell? This isn't an anime, although if you think about it, it is another world. However, this result really proves my high defense. I was able to defend against Fido's full strength, which is comparable to the heroes according to Glass, so it's remarkable. I don't know how far it would go, but I'm anticipating the effectiveness beyond what it is now. It's alright. The one who decides that isn't you, it's me. But I thought it was fine. Isn't this kid just instinctive? Having it happen a second time is scary, so I'll reset the limitation for now. Jeez, I'm alright, so it's good. If I had gotten injured, you'd have become tonight's dinner. No. Now then, I slowly look towards Rishia. It's fine if you don't do it. Okay. I didn't receive any damage from Raphtalia or Fido. It's probably impossible for Rishia, no matter how much she tries. It'd be troubling if she got hurt trying to do the impossible. Feels like handling someone with a weak constitution, but I'll lose if I worry too much. For the time being, the wave is drawing near, so let's work on our magic acquisition today as well. That's all. It is better to go on an expedition if we want to earnestly level up, though it seems Raphtalia does spar with knights. Okay, I understand. Then Fido is going to join Melchan with her studies. Off you go. It's obvious as the princess of the country, but Melty basically spends most of her time studying in the castle. Now that bitch has been stripped of her rights of inheritance, it's a necessary thing to do as the next queen. It's called the royal studies or something. There was a similar thing in my world. One can only say that she's doing her utmost studying every day to make this a decent country. Speaking of Melty, she is taught pharmaceutics and magic in the castle, and when she has free time, she heads to my place. Even in her studies, she says she enjoys it when it's with Fido. Fido's not smart, so surely Melty's also dumb. Yeah. I assured myself of that, and after that is to... let's also strengthen my Wrath Shield, just in case. Wrath Shield, Awakened, +7, 50 out of 50 SR. Equipment bonus skills, Chain Shield, Attack, Iron Maiden, Bluff Defer. Special attack, Special effect, Dark Curse Burning, S Strength Up, Indignation of Enraged Dragon, Roar, Family's Rampage, Magic Sharing, Garment of Rage, Medium, Proficiency 0. This is mid, I guess. Whatever. It appears that I can't do items, spirit, or status enchantments on unreleased shields. Nevertheless, the abilities have improved tremendously. The problem is when I change to this, it tries to take over my mind, which is frightening. Well, the preparation for the wave is almost complete. The next day, 3 days until the wave. Come to think of it, Queen, what may that be? At the end of lunch, I called for a meeting with the Queen. Most of the preparation is complete, I just have to wait for the wave. As expected, it's harsh to just fight that glass by ourselves. That's why I thought to ask what the heroes are currently doing. What's happened to the other heroes? Also, is it alright that I'm not participating in the waves of the other countries? The heroes, apart from Iwatani-sama, have been fighting the other countries' waves for the past few days and seem to be suppressing them safely. Iwatani-sama has basically become exclusively for our country, so it's fine as long as there's no big problems. Those big problems you speak of are worrying, though. Suddenly the sound of glass shattering reaches my ears. When I shook my head, a big shock entered my field of vision. The sound was similar to the sound made when a wave is coming out, but it's different in a complicated way. Just now... what just happened? Huh? I survey our surroundings. I thought I'd be transported to the wave, but I hadn't moved anywhere and was still in the corridor of the castle. What in the world is going on? I don't know, but I'm certain that something has occurred. I summoned the red hourglass icon notifying me of the wave that was located in the corner of my vision. The time counter is stopped at 3 days remaining until the next wave. And then, right next to it, another blue hourglass materialized with the number 7 engraved on it. Another hourglass appeared. It has the number 7 written on it, but I don't know what this means. I opened the help menu to confirm that there were no new entries. However, I could not find any information that resembles that. Just what in the world happened? 7. I recently heard a story concerning people with a similar title, the 7-star heroes, or so they're called. Maybe it has something to do with that? Come to think of it, aren't there heroes defeating a wave somewhere? No, apart from the wave that the other heroes are participating in, there's only incident from just now, I think, but I'll solicit information from each nation just to be sure. On that note, the Queen and I gave instructions to Messenger requesting information. This was the start of the incident. Ooh, something else is happening.